Is it crooked? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be giving all of you incoming sophomores, freshmen, some advice for high school. Now, this is like targeted towards incoming sophomores, but freshmen, you guys can use this too. But if you want advice just for you guys, go look at my video I posted last year. I actually don't remember what it's titled, but I know I made one last year. Okay, so now that we're in the real video, like I don't need to have a hook or anything, please ignore the mess in the background. I am currently doing like a closet clean out, so there's clothes everywhere. But yeah, please be on the lookout for that video. Okay, so directly to you guys, my name's Emily. I just finished my sophomore year. I say just finished. I'm actually going into my junior year in 19 days, which is crazy. That I'm like halfway done. It's like, oh my god. Like it's crazy to think like this time next year, I'm gonna be preparing for my senior year, which is, but yeah, I know a lot of people watch these videos. I know it because I watch these videos. And I haven't seen any like recent ones, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's just me. So I'm just gonna like give y'all some advice while I do my makeup today. I'm gonna start off with some tips I have from my friend Haley. A lot of the tips she gave me were really similar to ones I have. So if these do repeat later on in my list, I do apologize. So these are Haley's tips. So first off, I'm not doing all the ones she sent me because I did have like some of them were like exactly the same. But first Haley tip is stay on task, but make sure to have fun too. So I'm gonna do these and then I'm gonna start my makeup. It's really good for a person to challenge themselves and push themselves to grow to be the best person they can be. But remember, you have to have fun. Enjoy high school. You only have 4 years and then you're like an adult. I need you to remember you're still a kid. I know you hate being like called a kid and stuff, but you are. Like enjoy your childhood before you have to like actually grow up, you know. Also, a lot of you start driving this year, so be careful on the road, but still, yeah, you might feel a lot more grown up like that, but this is my own advice. I'm going off topic here. You might feel a lot more grown up with that, but remember, you're still a kid, and yeah. Get involved in school and in your community. So join a club. You could join a club that doesn't have to be in school, like a Bible study or like a gardening club. Just, yeah. And then get organized. Haley said like it really helps her feel more like prepared, energized, and just like calmer. So on to my advice for upcoming sophomores. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my primer. Well, I tell you, is that mold? It's not, it's eyeshadow. I am gonna start off with like a little disclaimer. Everyone will have a different experience. Sorry, I'm looking at like 3 different things: the camera, my mirror, and my notebook where I wrote all this down. Everyone will have a different experience. Everyone goes to a different school, different classes, different people, different teachers, and everyone has like a different mindset. So please keep that in mind for this video. And also just like while you're in your school, remember everyone is having a different experience. Put some on my nose. I got a little sunburn, guys. It actually burns so bad. Okay, so we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have 5 different little categories, and we're starting off with my academic tips. Number 1, GPA. So a lot of you may have not like been that like locked in your freshman year, and yeah, but it's never too late to really start putting in the focus. Well, in sophomore year, it's never too late to start like putting in focus and try working on your GPA. Remember, like every year counts. Yes, colleges do mainly look at like your senior and junior year, but you this year you are going to start like taking some tests that like colleges look at. Like I know at least in the state of Texas, like you're going to take your PSAT. There's another one. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but it was a state required one for Texas that you take your sophomore year. But yeah, remember every year counts, even your sophomore year. How many times am I going to say in one video? So now I'm going in with my concealer, and I'm going to talk about setting good habits. It's never too late to set good habits. Like, honestly, I probably could have set better habits last year. I had a really bad habit of being late every single day, and that honestly really hurt me because my school, if you get too many tardies, you get ISS, and I got to that point, which I think, okay, I know this is like advice for you guys, but it's also my little rant about my sophomore year. I think that's kind of stupid. Like, how are you gonna, especially because I couldn't drive, I had no control when I got there. So, how are you going to punish me and take me out of the class? Like, you're making me miss more class than I would have being late. Doesn't really click there. I honestly could have listened to a lot of this advice. This is kind of advice I wish I had. So, next is make time for homework, even on weekends. You're going to start getting a lot more like homework this year. This year is when it starts getting serious. And I just want you guys to know, like, if you get behind on your homework, you're going to stay behind on your homework until it's due. So yeah, make time, like even like 30 minutes after school, or most things recommend an hour. A lot of people recommend an hour. I personally, like with my schedule, did not have an hour to use just for homework because I had practice 2 hours after school ended. And then after that, I had to eat, shout, and do my own stuff. So I personally did not have like a full hour I could have used for homework. So even 30 minutes counts. At least do something. Learn your way to learn/study. Everyone has a different learning method that works for them, even if it isn't the way the teacher teaches you. Like I personally have talked to I have this thing I do every summer where I sit like with a panel of teachers and I just talk to them. So I've this is literally also advice I've gotten like from teachers. Even if the way they don't teach you works, find your own, not like find your own way, but find a way that works for you, and also like bring that into your studying because it also prepares you for like real world stuff. What's next? Try harder classes, but don't pressure yourself too. If you honestly struggle, don't feel pressured. I know all of these videos say try a harder class, try like AP and stuff. I personally cannot handle the workload of AP, so I'm not going to force myself to take it just for the GPA points. I'm going to focus on my own mental health because these points may follow me for the next 8 or so years, but my mental health follows me for the rest of my life. So put yourself first, but also try. Don't slack on grades and exams. These do affect you. I think I definitely had a few points where I was just like, it is what it is, and just kind of gave up because I was so stressed. So don't slack and don't let your exams like take over yourself. Don't be afraid to reach out. I'm sure teachers would be glad to help you if you just even jot them like a quick email at like, maybe not like at 12 a.m., but like if you shot them a quick email after school being like, hey, this doesn't make sense. It's not clicking, like, please help. I'm sure they'd happily help you. Also, if you went in like during like before school or after school being like, hey, can you help me with this assignment? Like it just wasn't clicking in your class, they'd be happy to help you. What's next? Start researching colleges and like thinking about them. Like start thinking. You don't have to know what you want to do, but start thinking about it, because then next year, your junior year, is when you have to start like really being like I think this is junior year is when you start like touring schools, and like you have to be like you have to choose like your top schools to apply to senior year, or even apply your junior year if you wanna. But yeah, this year really start researching them, thinking about what you want to do. But yeah, just start thinking about college, researching them. Join more clubs. This year is definitely a year to start trying more stuff if you didn't already your freshman year. My sophomore year, I tried out for the dance team. I made it, and it was probably one of the best choices I've ever made. I love the dance team, and now I'm even an officer, which is crazy. But yeah, try for leadership roles. Colleges look at that. So like if you're in student council, try going for like secretary or something. I'm personally in Thespian Society. I don't know if that's just like a Texas thing or not, but it's theater. It's pretty much National Honor Society, but for theater kids. And I've been the secretary my sophomore and freshman year. So I'm gonna try to go for like vice president, or not president, but like vice president this year, if we still have it. I'm not sure if my school's keeping it. Volunteer. This year, do start like getting volunteer hours, because this year you do qualify for National Honor Society if your school does it. So do start ranking up some volunteer hours, and also it just looks really good on college apps. Also, keep track. Okay, this is also probably freshman advice, but still with sophomore, I still haven't done this, and I really should, because keep track of like the clubs and activities you do, and also like volunteer hours, because you need those for like college and stuff. Form good relationships with your teachers. These are the people that are going to be writing your recommendation letters. So make good relationships with them. And also, you never know if you are a good enough student and you just haven't been able to do something. I said this in my video last year. If you're on that teacher's good side, there's a very well chance that you could be like, hey, I just can't do this right now. Can I get an extension on the deadline? And there's a very good chance they'll give it to you. But like, it also really depends on the teacher too. Social tips. So this is our second category. This one is not going to be, these next 4 are not going to be as long as the academic tips, but social tips: be nice and understanding to everyone, even if they are being a total beep. Female dog. Be the better person, be mature, and normally that will get the good side of it if you are the bigger person. And also just be understanding. Like, you never really know what someone's going through, and sophomore year is rough. It was really stressful for me, but remember, it's also different for everyone. So I know I had a few moments where I was a little mean to my friends just because I was so stressed out. Be prepared for a new social space. I went into sophomore year and ended it with totally different friend group. I think that's also just like some of my friends, we kind of just outgrew each other. It wasn't the same as it was freshman year, but there are some friends I grew closer to. So it just really depends on your classes and stuff, I guess. But yeah, be ready to be in a whole new social space, especially if you're joining new clubs. You're going to make more friends, and maybe you'll get closer to them than your freshman year friends. Find the people you fit in with the most that won't be fake, won't judge you for being you. I'm pretty sure I found my people this year. I don't know if they watch my videos. I think they watch my videos. But honestly, like, and it was like later in the year too, but I just love them so much. And I can tell a few of us, like, we're literally just like on the same wavelength. Well, me and my friend, we have this one meme that we're like, this is us, and it's like two aliens being like on the same wavelength, twin, digging your butt, twin. Sorry, that was weird. Don't get caught up in drama. Things change so quickly. You're gonna be upset about a whole new thing the next week. So don't get caught up in drama. And also, it's just not good for your mental health. What do I want to do now? I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more blush, powder blush now. Quality over quantity, friends. I know, like, having a huge friend group is so much fun and stuff, but normally it's always fake. Every time I've been in a big friend group, it's always ended because everyone hates each other. I just kind of feel like that's what happens when you get big groups of people. But like, yeah, I find quality over quantity. So if it's like a really good person, I'd rather have one friend than 10. One good friend than 10 fake friends. Ooh, that's like a lot of blush. Go to events, school events, like dances and stuff. Like, you never know who you'll meet there. I personally never, I really regret this. I normally don't go to dances. I went to prom and that was really fun. But like, I didn't go to homecoming, but I was going to with a date, and then yeah, go with friends, not guys. That's later on. Don't stress on other people. Worry about yourself. Put yourself first, but also be understanding, but don't be like the therapist friend, if that's how. Oh, I sound so mean right now, but seriously, if you get caught up in other people's drama, make memories. These, you only have sophomore year once, unless you get held back, but like, you only have this one school year once, so enjoy it. Don't make it something you don't want to look back on. Also, this is a little tip, like, I personally have, because it works out for me every year. Also, what the crap? What was I about to say? I know, my room's so messy. It's like kind of like embarrassing. What was I about to say? Oh my gosh. Oh, I also put this in my video last year. Try to make at least one friend in each class. It honestly helps out a lot more than you think it does. I feel like this has happened to me 2 years in a row where I have an English class and I literally know no one in it. So I always try to make at least one friend in each class, and normally that friend is like, this year they were divas and I love them so much. But now we're going into relationships. Now, honestly, I'm not the best person to give advice on relationships because I personally was not in one sophomore year. And honestly, I think that's the best thing you could do for yourself. Focus on yourself instead of men. Who said that? But I know, like, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Relationships. A lot of this advice is from my friends who were in relationships. So you can trust it. Just, I'm not. Yeah. Grades should not touch. Wait. No, wait. Grades should touch. Okay. Retake. Grades should touch. Like, people always forget about the maturity gap. Okay, I don't care if you're 15 and he's 16. He's a junior in your, or he's a senior in your, or if you're 16 and he's like 17, 18, it's only like a year to 2 years difference. Okay, I feel like your grade also depends on your maturity, because I know people are like a year older than me in the grade below me, and I'm more mature than them because I grew up with like a different age group, and I've grown up with people my age. What the crap? Why are there so many vans? Oh, I broke my window shield before this video, so I'm just like looking at my window. Bros before hoes. No, but it really put your friends before some guy. Because these friends could be with you your entire life. This guy could be with you for like 6 months. Also, I'm doing this out of experience from being the friend that was left out. Because at one point, I'm in like this trio. Go follow the trio account. But they both had boyfriends, and I was the only single one. And I kind of felt like I was being put second to both of their boyfriends. But that's just me. And that was also just like because I was the only single one. Communicate. This is like lifetime things. Communicate is important in any relationship you are in, like friends, boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah. Communication is key. Oh, that was a lot. Respect yourself. If you're not being respected in that relationship, leave. I feel like that's kind of common sense. Respect yourself before you respect any man. Yeah. So now we're going into kind of like the mental health side of things while I do my mascara. So number one is find time for you. I know you can get caught up in so much stuff and lose yourself in school. And I personally have done that. And it's not fun. Do find time for yourself. Like if that's like baking, just watching TikTok, doing some self-care like skincare, makeup, anything that makes you happy. Like find time on the weekend, find time after school, like during dinner or something, find time for yourself. Treat yourself. If you've done like a huge accomplishment in school, being like, ooh, I think I'm gonna buy myself Spotify Premium. Reward yourself. Sleep. Baby girl, you need some sleep. Sleep is so important. You could stay up all night studying, but you're not gonna do any better doing all that studying if you're exhausted. So sleep. It's honestly the best thing you could do for yourself. And finally, our last category is just more miscellaneous stuff. I think that's how you say the word. Don't correct me. Yeah, I just got. Yeah, so this is just kind of like more miscellaneous stuff. Just like avoid being on your phone. I feel like technology is one of your biggest setbacks in school. This is coming from experience because there's so many times where I was just on my phone during class. And it was like, I had no reason to, I just wanted to. And honestly, social media addiction. Luckily, if you are in one of like the 32 states that didn't ban phones in schools, this goes to you. But if you are, you kind of don't have a choice. I'm in Texas and they ban phones in public schools. So find your routine, find like a morning routine that works for you. So you're not like late every day and stuff. I love how my lashes are turning out. That's so off topic. But like find your routine, find like your everyday routine, like what path you're gonna take in the hallways. This may just be like an autistic thing. But yeah, like just having a routine that you follow helps so much more. Have fun. I feel like I've said this so many times. You only do high school once. So have fun. Things change so quickly, like you don't worry about it because it's gonna be different next week. Okay. We've made it to my final tip, so let me grab my lip gloss. School's what you make it. If you make it a living heck, it's gonna be a living heck. But if you make it an enjoyable place, it's gonna be an enjoyable place. Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this to my friends. They're like, oh my god, I hate school. I'm like, you hate it because you make it something you hate. You can enjoy school. You just choose not to. So yeah, that's all my, close my notebook, and now my camera's wobbly. Great. That's all my advice for you upcoming sophomores. Just have fun and enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can, guys. Making myself sound old. But here's my finished makeup look. Just like something cute and natural. But yeah, have fun. And now I'm going to go into my personal channel stuff. So if you were just here for that advice, bye-bye. If you want to stay and subscribe, maybe do it and like stay for this. But yeah, For the rest of summer 2025 until August 22nd, I will be posting every Monday and Friday, with a new short every Wednesday. What else is there? That's only like 3 more weeks, and it's actually crazy. So this is now my summer series, is now my back to school series. So most of my videos from here on out, other than the closet clean out, are going to be back to school related. Actually, the closet clean out was supposed to come out today, but I wasn't able to finish it on time. So this is replacing it. But all the videos after this are going to be back to school related. So I think I have like finding my style for back to school, which is really just going to be like a shopping vlog. Back to school shopping for supplies. Why am I talking like this? Let me look at my schedule. There's gonna be like finding my morning routine again, my goals for junior year, first day of school, get ready with me, that kind of stuff. So if you want to see like what my back to school stuff is like before these videos actually come out, look at my series last year, getting my life together before sophomore year. That's gonna be like I'm reusing a lot of those videos, but like, yeah, like, subscribe, come along for my life, I guess. I just vlog and upload these for fun. But yeah, I don't know if I ever said my name. I'm Emily. Nice to meet you guys. Shake your hand. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.